We've all seen them. The person whose Google Calendar looks like a game of Tetris played by a perfectionist. The person who has 3 different types of pens for one notebook and a physical reaction to a meeting that could have been an email. We often label them as type A, high-strung, or even a little bit boring. We assume they are obsessed with the clock, that they are prisoners to their own schedules. But here is the secret. The person who loves planning isn't actually obsessed with time. They are obsessed with mental space. Today, we're peeling back the sticker-covered layers of the planner personality. We're going to explore why their brain functions differently, the neurochemistry behind the Checkmark High, and why their supposed rigidity might actually be the highest form of neurological self-care. To understand the planner, we have to understand the prefrontal cortex. In neuropsychology, this is the brain's executive suite. It's responsible for impulse control, complex thinking, and most importantly, decision-making. Every single decision you make, from should I check my phone to what should I eat, costs a tiny bit of metabolic energy. This is a phenomenon called decision fatigue. Research suggests that we have a finite well of willpower and decision-making energy each day. When a planner sits down to map out their week, they aren't just being organized, they are prepaying their cognitive taxes. By deciding on Sunday what they are eating for lunch on Tuesday, they are saving that decision energy for something that actually matters later. They aren't trying to control the world, they are trying to protect their inner CEO from burnout. Have you ever felt a nagging, itchy feeling because you forgot to send a specific email? That's the Zeigarnik effect. This principle states that our brains remember uncompleted tasks much more vividly than completed ones. To your brain, an unfinished task is an open loop, a wound that stays active in your working memory. For the lover of planning, a list is a surgical closure. By writing it down, they are telling their brain, you can stop holding on to this now. I've offloaded the data. While outsiders see planning as a way to control the future, the planner uses it to control their present anxiety. A plan is a shield against the chaos of what if and what next. Let's talk about the Checkmark High. When you complete a task and physically cross it off, your brain's reward system receives a microdose of dopamine. But for the chronic planner, there's a twist. Research into conscientiousness shows that some people are biologically predisposed to find more satisfaction in order than in the outcome. A planner might spend 20 minutes planning the plan. Why? Because the act of organizing triggers the reward system before the work even begins. It creates a success momentum. They aren't just doing the work to get it done. They are doing the work to sustain the chemical high of being in flow. The biggest misconception about planners is that they are unspontaneous. In reality, the most efficient planners use structure to buy their spontaneity. There's a famous saying in the military, discipline equals freedom. If you know exactly when your work is ending, you can be 100% present in your downtime. The person who goes with the flow is often the one who is secretly stressed about the things they forgot to do while they're trying to enjoy a sunset. The planner has earned their silence. They've built a fortress of order so that when they finally step outside of it, they don't have to look back. This is the planner, the individual who was often told they were too rigid, only to find that their structure was the only thing keeping them free. They aren't trying to control the future, they are simply trying to be awake enough to enjoy the present when it finally arrives. To support the continued production of these analytical deep dives, consider joining the channel as a member. It is the most direct way to help us keep deconstructing the hidden mechanics of our daily lives.